sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
I just choked down chocolate chip cookies and Grandpa's femur. Femur.
We make money now?
No, we had to pay
So
them.
this episode, it's just too slippery. I'm slicing everything.
Every time I swing my 5-iron, it goes up that guy's ass.
Welcome to the Sad Dads Club podcast. Here's your host, Jim and Foo.
101B, because technically we tried to do 101A over the weekend. Failure.
But it wasn't a failure from a technical standpoint.
No.
It was a technical...
From a starting standpoint.
It was a failure from a... We had a little too much to beverage. And then there was scooter racing and some shit. I don't even know what happened that night.
We'll get to that later. But yeah, if you need money. So the Disney star, I can't remember. I'd have to look it up.
Oh, do I not know who that person is or something?
So she was at Disney on the Disney Channel.
What's her name?
It's already escaped me. I don't remember.
Okay.
I didn't recognize her from the stuff that I watched Disney on with the kids.
Okay.
How
much did you kick in?
I didn't know she had it, but it was like a thing. It was basically one of like the content creator like forum stuff that I follow.
Yeah.
It was like this girl busted the OnlyFans record for a 24-hour money generation on OnlyFans, and I don't even know if she was selling full nudes, but it was $1 million.
Yeah.
Generated by people in 24 hours. Right now, hundreds, if not thousands of people have no jobs. And this girl selling pictures of her asshole, potentially, #allegedly, made $1 million in 24 hours.
Bella Thorne.
I don't even know what she was in.
I'm looking her up because I would like to have a visual representation in my mind of who she is before we finish this conversation.
She had a pretty face, but when you're Disney and I'm, the only ones.
I don't recognize her.
Makeup and wigs can make anybody look anything when you work for fucking Disney. I mean, Ray Park looks like Darth Maul. I mean, what are you going to do about that? I'm sure you can make a...
Is there an OnlyFans for...
Darth Maul?
Check
out my horns.
Yeah. I mean...
Probably...
Thorne's OnlyFans subscription is currently set at $20 a month, with a limited time 20% discount for a one-month subscription, and 15% off if fans purchase 3 or 6 month access.
I don't even... Does it tell you what's in it? So for those not in the know...
She says, but the 22-year-old Thorne told fans in a tweet Tuesday, also, no, I'm not doing nudity.
So it's like suggestive stuff.
Yeah.
So for those not in the know, OnlyFans is like the place that a lot of people have gone outside of Patreon and some of the high-profile like Twitch and Facebook and YouTube to generate... what would be sexually explicit content.
It's almost like...
or suggestive content.
It's like where the porn stars have gone because they can't film porn.
I think it's like the tier... That's not probably wrong. I'm sure that's there too. I'm sure plenty of porn stars...
But on a personal... it's not like they're doing video.
It's like videos. It's almost like a hop in between...
It's the money that you make in between shooting.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
Or the gateway too. Or
it's their Uber.
Yeah, I'm sure that there are models that are using it as just another way of monetizing their bodies in some form or fashion. Yeah. And apparently she's not selling nudes, but there are certainly, skimpy bikini outfits.
They have, in this article, they have a post from Instagram from her.
Yeah.
And she has 23.5 million followers. And it's a video, and it's her in a
bikini.
Very small bikini.
Like doing like the breast squeeze.
Like the pull-up of the top over the jugs.
Oh, my gosh. Look at me. I can touch my elbows.
It's a video, and I'm... Oh. So, it doesn't look like there's... Oh, okay. So it's an OnlyFans like ad. So it's a Instagram post pushing an OnlyFans thing.
And a lot of those too, like, and we joked just before we started recording. Like, there was the one lady that was selling her bathwater. So while she may not be as part of your subscription to OnlyFans, I guarantee you there is some basement dweller that is trying to find a way to DM her, who's got no house payment, probably makes decent money, and has the disposable income to be like, hey, just for $10,000, send me used panties.
I mean,
and how do you look at that and just go, well, I'm just going to take some panties out of a pack. I'll go to Victoria's Secret, buy a pair of panties, and send it to this dude for $10,000 over PayPal? Like, why would you not do that?
Well,
he's not going to know.
Like I said, I don't blame the people selling that stuff.
No,
it's really on. No. It's really on the guys who are like, oh my god,
yeah, and
I need that bathwater.
There's no shame there, but it's like that's bizarre kink. It's like, of the shit that I think I have disposable money for, bathwater that my wife has sat in is not one of those things. It's like,
now me, on the other hand.
Yeah. Now your bathwater.
Can you squeeze your towel on me?
Yeah. When your dog gets done licking your legs, could you send me a photo?
How about if when your dog licks your legs and then pees, collect the pee, because then that's even better.
Yeah. That's hot.
That's real hot.
That's real hot. In fact,
it's hot pee.
It's really hot. In fact, we could remove one of these table legs and replace it with the erection that I've got. It's substantial.
We could put a wood pole in its place.
It's formidable.
And substantial.
God, Jesus. I could keep up the Dow Jones with this stiffy.
I mean, I just, how creepy / desperate are you if you're willing to pay for bathwater and used underwear? Honestly. Well, I mean, I guess it's not that weird because there are people who break into people's houses just to steal underwear from women. They go through their drawers or dirty hamper or whatever.
It's
like the weirdest shit ever.
I guess it's taboo. I guess creepy wouldn't be fair. I mean, it's,
really?
Everybody's got their own kinks, right? Not, I wouldn't shame sex workers. I've been to strip clubs. I don't give a fuck, But it's like, at the same time, it's like, it's hard to not raise an eyebrow at, like, really? Bathwater? You're gonna pay for that?
Yeah.
And then at the same time, realize how much someone is going to pay for it and be like, well, shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That seems like a really good business opportunity.
You don't think that's creepy that someone is willing to pay for dirty bathwater?
Yeah, but you could...
That's not creepy.
I think it's odd. But if someone wanted to buy my bathwater...
You would be happy to sell it?
I would sell it.
I mean...
It would be a premium. I think then you start...
All right, what's your price?
I would sell a Home Depot bucket of my bathwater.
Oh, that's it, huh? Just a Home Depot
for $10,000.
So how many Home Depot buckets of water are you going to get out of the tub? So how much do you stand to make? Is what I'm getting 3?
I would stand in a Rubbermaid and like just douse myself in a Home Depot bucket of water. And just kind of soap up a bit.
Okay.
And then I don't know how you ship it. That's probably hell on shipping. But for $10,000, I got you covered, bitches.
For sure. Well, I want to know what's the ratio of soap to water. You know what I mean? Like how much soap is there in that water? I mean, is that a problem?
Well, then it makes you wonder. Like,
do you just want water that's run over the naked nipples, or do you?
Yeah. Do they want video recording to prove that you were actually bathing in the water that you're shipping? It's like, because I could just...
there's a whole lot wrong with that.
I could just take a washcloth and swirl it around in the fucking Home Depot bucket and like ship it to you. But I promise I wouldn't do that. Because if you're an OnlyFan for Lord Fu, I would send that shit.
How about your used underwear. Would you sell that? Because then, like, after, like, you sell several of those, and then you're like, fuck, I gotta go buy now. I gotta go get underwear now because I'm running low.
I think if
I mean?
I'm selling used underwear for $10,000 a shot,
I get upset that I had to go buy new underwear.
Fuck! I just bought new shorts for like 3 pairs for $24. So if I'm fucking buying
it's
Adidas
not even
underwear,
it's not the price. It's the fact that you have to go do it. You know what I mean? Like,
it's $10,000. You wouldn't send someone a pair of your used underwear for $10,000.
I mean, no one would want mine. No one would want a pair of my used underwear.
Well, that's just it. It's like the more I read of this, it's like, how wide is this market? I feel like this is an untapped market.
Oh,
it's like you don't even.
I think it's more tapped than you realize. This person
doesn't even care about my face. They just want a piece of clothing that my balls have rested in,
and your anus,
and my anus.
Yeah,
it's like I don't really have a problem with that. For $10,000.
It's just so weird, man.
Yeah. But I'm rich, bitch.
That's true.
I'd be like, I could pay for my kids' college education with used underwear.
You just paid off the RS.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. Shit. I mean, you could.
Would you not?
You could pay off the RS and get the 240 going.
I don't think I'd let my daughter do it or my son, but I would do it.
Well, what if she's 18 and she's like, OnlyFans selling my panties, and you're like, yeah, bro, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. No, you don't want that, do you?
Nah, and not for my kids. That's do as I say, not as I do.
Oh.
Which is no.
But
I would do it, but they can't.
All right. Well,
when you have kids, then maybe you can, but until you have kids, you cannot.
I mean, everyone who's doing that has parents. Every person that's selling their panties or whatever, and their bathwater, they have parents. So how do their parents feel about that?
Well, unless they're like,
how much per gallon are you getting for that bathwater, Jessica? I mean, what?
Yeah. By the way, I need a cut.
Yeah, I made you.
Yeah.
So that gives me
technically. You're 50% me.
That's right.
So I need 50% of that bathwater.
And the other half goes to your mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we need a new pool.
Yeah. We can charge for that, too.
Sell another goddamn jug of that water.
Yeah, we'll sell the pool toys that you just kind of slide over with the whatever. I'm not marketing this right now, but
we're working on it.
It's
a work in progress.
It's $20,000 for a deflated pool toy.
That's what we get a new pool. And you swim in it, does that count as bathwater? You just go out there with the Home Depot bucket and just start glugging it?
Yeah. Don't mind the bromine.
Yeah.
This
Can you
right?
swirl your ass in this here water while I scoop it?
Then it starts getting creepy. Then you're like Britney Spears' dad trying to take a cut of her shit.
Well, that's what happens with the kids, right? In show business. I don't know about...
She's still messed up.
Well, in the music industry, I don't know if it's the same, but kids that are in the movie industry, there's a law now that when they work, a specific portion of the money goes into like a trust for them.
Mm-hmm.
Because too many parents over the years
dipping in it,
have been stealing money from the kids. And so they protect the kids big time now. And so the kids that are working, like a chunk of their paycheck just goes into this trust, and when they turn 18 or whatever.
That seems reasonable.
Oh, it totally is.
The amount of like train wrecks that I've seen of like high profile, I dare say Disney and teen stars.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, there's a lot of kids that just get
that had their parents
stuff stolen.
Some of those train wreck shows on TLC or Discover with the little kids that are models.
Yeah.
And the overbearing parents. It's like, I believe that 100%.
Yeah.
Protect the fucking kids.
Yeah.
If the kids are making that kind of money, that's the kids' money. And the parents, obviously, cost of whatever it takes.
And I mean, hopefully, if they have done well as a kid and they have this money set aside in the trust, they won't have to sell their damn underwear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
But, how do you tell guys and girls not to dance on poles at strip clubs? I mean, it's like, well, fucking...
Yeah, but it's weird because you're talking about bodily fluids and shit. It's like...
Oh,
that's... That's the whole lot of difference between.
Yeah, we need to take you to Badlands. I mean, sometimes there's no body fluids involved, and you're still like, this dude gets paid.
Well, I mean, there's a difference between like being at a strip club and like sticking up $1 and like snapping it in her G-string versus like, send me those panties that you sweat and stuff in all day.
In between sets, can you send me that bikini top?
Yeah, I mean that's.
Hey, I'm sorry.
That's just
That's
and the bathwater. It's like I was soaking my genitalia all over this water, and now you're gonna pay. Oh God, send it, please.
Yeah. How much?
Yeah, how much? How much? That's the wrong question.
It kind of makes you wonder, though. I mean, some of these fetishes, they're not new.
No.
I think they just, like a lot of things pre-internet, they were just hidden from view. Like a method of correspondence.
We may have been better off.
It was just like pen pals. It was just like, can I mail you a letter?
Which is funny that
here's a check.
Melanie has a pen pal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that she's been writing to, which is cool. It's like
local or like abroad?
I think it's somebody in like Pennsylvania or something.
Really?
Yeah, or something like that.
Like younger, older, same age?
Same age, I think. I'm not sure.
I remember having to. Did you have to do that in like elementary school?
Oh, I don't think so. But I did have a pen pal. I met this girl in Maui, and we became friends because we were there for so long. But we became friends and exchanged addresses, and she lived in Schaumburg, Illinois, and I used to write to her all the time. She was cool.
I had a in elementary school before we moved up here from Los Angeles.
Yeah,
from Torrance. Part of the school thing was to mail abroad, and I don't remember the country that I was pen paling to, but it was a young man's name, Ishmael, but I don't remember what country, or if he was local.
You don't have any of those anymore?
I don't have any of that. Yeah, I don't know where those went, but I remember because it was.
Did he offer to sell you his underwear?
Right. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't really have much lunch money right now. We're kind of poor, but you want a picture of my dad?
Oh, sorry.
How about my dad's like used chewing tobacco tin? You want one of those?
Yeah. Yeah, here's your skull tin.
Yeah, you want some skull? It's an American staple of the country, folks.
You just chew it.
Yeah, you just kind of
don't swallow it.
Put it in your lip and. I don't.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway. Yeah.
No, I don't think in school that we ever did that, but I did have a couple people that I wrote to. Actually, you know who else? I think Ted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tennessee Ted.
Hashtag hi Ted.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we used to
write letters to him.
Yeah, way back in the day, like when he was on his mission.
So it's funny. Okay, so we had this. God, this probably goes back to conversations year plus back when the kids in elementary school started doing handwriting stuff, and my son's handwriting is absolutely atrocious, by the way. So I'm just putting it out there just to face front.
I think that's becoming more and more of a thing.
Right. But I think there was a talk amongst us and one of the hoes, and it was how good handwriting. You're okay. Wow.
I just was trying not to.
You're like doing the whole chip thing where like I heard every.
It was going to be.
Well, you opened it right next to the mic.
It was going to be.
Well,
I didn't know it was going to squeak. I was going to be this, or it was going to be.
Oh.
Sorry. We're doing ASMR now.
It was for us. I think our generation in school, handwriting was like a substantial lesson in multiple years. I think in school, like the bulk of our reports were handwritten.
Mm-hmm.
You know, papers that we'd write were handwritten. Of the advent of typewriters, and if you could afford them, and the early Macs and Commodore styles,
Apple IIe, that's
right.
What I had. Yeah.
Your word processors got you into being able to print something if you could. But the bulk of the reports and essays that I wrote, probably all the way up to maybe my freshman year, so early 90s, were handwritten. So my penmanship was a thing. Like being able to read your handwriting from a pen or pencil was a thing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And then I took drafting in high school. So
yeah.
even then, penmanship is like
there's almost like a certain style of penmanship in drafting specifically.
Yes, it's man, to be graded on your penmanship in draft, it's a thing.
Yeah.
So if you're just chicken scratching, you didn't pass. It was like this wasn't high enough, this crossed this, it's bad. So when given time, I prefer to handwrite. Because it's just like a lost art to me. So in seeing the kids and how quick the lesson is for them, it's like, fuck, you guys can't write for shit.
Yeah.
It's not.
But
part
we
of the
just
thing.
tap on glasses and type on the things.
But the thing too was that when you're sending stuff to your paramours, like the girls that you liked or the boys that you liked. Everything was like a handwritten letter, like,
oh yeah,
hey,
do you like me?
Yeah,
check yes or no.
Yeah, like me, or like little like me, like love like, or like sorta like friend like.
Yeah,
check the box.
Are we friend likes or is it? Do you like me for more?
But like the amount, I don't even know if Venus has them, but we would write letters.
Mm-hmm.
Paid papers of letters to each other as like not pen pals, but that was the method of communication. Now it's tap thumb tap.
It's a 1 or 2 line text message.
Right.
Yeah. You can't get those kinds of thought processes in the text message, I don't think. There's a huge part of like there's a huge part of that sort of romantic quality that's missing from the whole text.
And I think I can't remember the hangout this was because I had almost pointed something like good handwriting is almost attractive to me. Like if you have legible.
Stop looking at my hands.
I need you to write something for me. I need something formidable. Yeah. Now sign it. I'm a happy teapot. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm blowing my top.
Wow. Well, we're going to end the show early tonight because Jim's writing me an essay. Good handwriting is sexy.
It's not an essay. It's just a short story.
It's just a short story. And then you drop your pants. And I was happy. But yep, I'm happy too. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right.
We all good.
Shit. Turn off the lights. Get me a pillow and a tissue. What's a pillow for? Fuck off. Shh.
Wow. Oh, the visuals in my head just now.
I need you to mail me a pillow that you suffocated in. How much? $10,000. All right. Shit.
Damn it.
What? Like suffocated? How far?
All the way. I mean, I'll be dead.
I can't. And then you're dead. I suffocated you to death. Well, how am I supposed to mail it? You will it to me.
Yeah. Did you fill out your will for the pillow? All right, now kill yourself with that damn thing.
Now suffocate your shit ass self and mail it to me. Cool. Anyway, here's a check. So to see good, it's attractive. Good handwriting is attractive, and to see, and it's almost the personalization of some of those messages between Venus and I, or certainly, being younger and whoever the boyfriends and girlfriends were.
Yeah.
there was it was a little bit more. I feel it was more intimate.
Yeah.
Because you knew it came from the hand, as opposed to, the sterile format of a font and a.
Yeah.
Well, really?
Oh.
Well, shit. Send me a picture of you suffocating yourself. It's like, fuck, really?
Send me a picture of your tits.
Yeah. Would you like a drawing? God, I'm not really good at
Hold on. It's
watercolors.
Gonna take me a week to take pictures and have them developed and sent back over to you.
Yeah, you want that in Fujifilm or some Kodak? A Polaroid? Fuck. I don't have one of those anymore.
I only got black and white.
Yeah. I can't afford to get that developed. And the guy over at Rite Aid,
he always goes through my pictures.
He goes through my pictures and then asks me for some bathwater when I pick them up. Fuck that guy.
Oh shit. No, we were cleaning out the garage a few 6-8 months ago. I don't even fucking know when that was.
God damn.
Anyway, we were cleaning out the garage some number of months ago. It wasn't 6 months ago. It was probably a year ago. Came across like tote full of old stuff.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of letters in there from like an old girlfriend. I was like, oh, and I'm like looking through them. What the fuck do I have these for?
Yeah.
They went.
Shit can.
Yeah, but it was like, yeah, I mean, that's what you did. You know what I mean?
I used to keep, when I was in high school, as part of like the, I don't know, make my son happy with my mom leaving, she took some of her settlement. I had like a trailer on my dad's property, like that was like my room because the house was small. And I kept notes from like girlfriends that went to Venus or whatnot, or notes that I'd written to friends, like that had come back to me. I like kept them all like in the ceiling, like in between like poster, like I kept them.
Yeah.
I guess it's the form of like screenshots, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's funny to think back on those things now. It was like when you start to think of like but you said in the current age where people take screenshots of like a Snapchat of like a whether it's a picture or something you said about someone that you didn't like, and now you had a falling out with the person you said that to, so they're taking copying pasting your text and they're sending it. It's like, I don't remember when you're writing shit. I don't remember that happening, like the cross-checking and the throwing you under the bus of messages. Happening with those.
It happened, but it was
like
a little more difficult.
I have a letter here in 8.5 by 11 from Jason who said, "You smell funny." Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, there were times where you would like exchange notes with people and you get like something nice from somebody, and I remember like keeping that sticking that in my wallet for keeps, and then like remembering it was there and then going like, where is that, and then not finding it. It's like, what happened to it? Oh man.
I just say, and I think for me the evolution of that concept, like the handwriting and the saving of like letters and notes, is like we've covered it before. Like I save unopened, not greeting cards, but like birthday cards and anniversary cards and Valentine's stuff from Venus. I save them for like bad days. Yeah. It's like something to. She's not handwriting them in most cases, if not. Well, I don't know because I usually, I save them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a stack of cards.
But when your love is living with you, it's like you're not really writing letters to each other, but on an occasion, that's not true. So what I have also evolved that into is, while I'm not necessarily handwriting stuff much, I have written letters to Piper and Venus on like holidays on occasion, not every holiday, but like when Piper turned 16, I wrote her a thing. I think for Mother's Day, I wrote Venus a thing, and I've written you
Yeah, you'd have.
You a letter
Yeah.
and Data's, as well as Mike, for Christmas, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it, but it's obviously more digital based.
Yeah, it's less. It's here and there.
But I still feel connected to that form of communication. It's not pen pals.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily see that in the kids' generation, our kids' generation anymore.
No.
It's quick pictures
Yeah.
or pictures with filters, and
And it's weird too
and
because
texting.
it's not a lasting thing. It's like Snapchat. You view it and
and then
it goes away. Yeah.
And that's not to say that it may not be happening. I don't necessarily, oversee and peer into. Piper
don't
would
think
probably be the only one that would be at that caliber yet. I don't peer into, I don't snoop into her conversations.
Mhm.
She's given me no reason at this point to have concern or worry about whatever it is she may be saying to someone. She knows my stance on sending pictures or asking for pictpictures, obviously.
I totally disagree with you.
Well, you can have some fucking bathwater then. Rinse it out in your mouth and gargle with
Ugh.
it. Yes.
That one tasted like ass.
Because, in fact,
It was.
it was. Xander's not there yet. But, so she may be doing those type of introspective or elaborate emotional letters to her young suitor.
I think the United States Postal Service would agree with you that not that many people
Speaking
are
of that-
sending letters to each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, the last 2 weeks, because the post office, if you're unaware, is the post office and the brouhaha we don't have to get into that too far. But I don't leave the house. So I do a lot of shit as far as ordering and consuming of goods, especially now that we're in quarantine. Shit gets shipped to the house. So I am a proponent of, like, during the holidays, I think you saw we did like the little snack boxes that we
Yeah.
put on the porch, like, hey, thank you delivery services, Amazon, UPS, FedEx, DHL, whatever, USPS. Here's a snack, a little grab bag of goodies, and thank you. We appreciate you so much. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, blah, 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 blah. We leave those on the porch during the holidays. The brouhaha that the USPS is going through now, the last couple of weeks, I've taken a Post-it note, and inside at the back, and I flip it around, in the back of my little, metal Post-it little box,
Yeah.
I put, thank you so much for your service. We really appreciate you. Thank you again so much. Heart, and then our address.
And then you staple a 10 to it.
Yeah. Well, no. I don't have that kind of cash. Like, hey,
You're like, fuck, I do a podcast, so I don't have that kind of
yeah,
money.
fuck, are you kidding me? Anyway, but I put it in the post office box, and then I turned it around so it's like open when the case opens in the back there. And they've taken the two.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do with it. Maybe it's in their way. Maybe it just gets shuffled off, or maybe they take it back to the headquarters. Who the fuck knows?
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's important that they know I appreciate everything that they do, and they have an ally and a supporter in this household.
Let me ask you
and,
this.
and everything that they're going through.
Since you've done that, have you noticed your mail get faster in your box from the truck into your box? You wouldn't never know.
I wouldn't know.
I know, I'm kidding.
I wouldn't know.
They're like, they'll put his stuff in first.
But if you were to say,
No,
if there was any, if you ever had concern, I mean, we've got 2 Ring cameras, so it's like, the moment I catch, and I haven't ever had this problem, but the moment I would, some sort of shipping delivery service would kick a package up to the thing, or, step somewhere where they shouldn't, or just have zero fucks about something, or hit the car while moving a package up into the house or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope that between the holiday package on the porch and the things, and these are genuine.
Yeah.
I'm not being superficial or,
Yeah.
trying to be a dick about it.
Yeah.
There's genuine. It's like I leverage the United States Post Office, and all of the delivery services for Amazon, I get every penny of my Amazon Prime thing like squeezed out of it probably in the first 10 days of every fucking month.
Oh, yeah,
I guarantee
absolutely.
But if I wasn't that kind of person, I would think that putting little thank you notes to let the people know. I mean, they're people, right?
Oh,
and I'm sure that between whatever constraints that they're getting for, cut your overtime and having to leave the site with not all mail because delays and whatnot, I'm sure that they just want to do their job too, and that's my expectation right out the gate. I have nothing that says that my postman isn't trying to do the best at his job every day. So, as little
I would
effort
think in a general sense, that's probably the case.
I would hope so,
everybody.
and that's the default that I'm going to operate under because I have no reason to think otherwise.
Sure.
So, the little amount of effort it takes me, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna make sure, because it's too fucking hot to set out goodies on the porch.
The Snickers just melt.
And like I went to put like an ice chest with waters and ice in there, and that shit just melts so fast in these temperatures. It was like, well, I don't want to have warm fucking water out there.
Have some warm,
Thanks
toasty
for your
water.
service. Would you like to make tea from the fucking water bottle I left out here for 4 hours in 100 and blah 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 degree weather?
Yeah.
Anyway, but so if you're hearing this and you've got a reasonably secure post office and you appreciate your United States postal person, I would recommend that you send them a thank you note and just put it in a post-it note inside your mailbox. You may be surprised. You may get a thank you note, and we have gotten a thank you note from our post when we did the holiday stuff, like, thanks for the goodies left in the box when he took like Oreos or some shit. I can't remember.
Yeah.
You may make someone else's day who's having just as hard a time struggling with COVID, job security, and the pressure from an employer who doesn't really know what the fuck you do, but you're just trying to do your job.
Yeah.
You may make their day.
Those are nice gestures to make for people.
It's
I think
so
those
simple.
people work hard for not that much money. And,
And right now they're probably just taking a ton of heat. That's not necessarily their...
Yeah, for sure.
Not their bag. So a small thing. I'd recommend you do it. It made me feel good.
Yeah.
And maybe they didn't see it, but it felt good putting it there. And this week I put new week, still thankful for your service.
Yeah.
So it was like second week. No. I haven't checked the mailbox today to see if that one missed, but something tells me if that post-it note is gone when I check it later, that they're keeping them and putting them somewhere.
Or maybe they're like, oh, God damn it.
This guy's littering my shit.
I got to get this fucking thing out of the way so I can stuff his box full again.
I can't put your stuff, your election material in here with these interferences of post-it notes.
This is a federal offense, sir. Yeah. You cannot put things like that in this
You can't
box.
advertise in your post-it box, and you can't deface it.
Yeah.
Graffiti.
This is the property of the federal post office, and you're putting a post-it with crap on it, sir.
Anyway.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job pissing off your mail
ones?
guy. Yeah. It's funny. We had our house and then the house to the right of us, and then that was our box.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone ran over the box, as it literally was like sideways. And then they fixed it, and then there were a bunch of the same boxes in the neighborhood that just got, like, wrenched open and mail stolen out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So they have recently not recently, but in the last couple of years, they have come through and replaced the old boxes with new, more secure boxes that are more difficult to get into.
Really?
And when they did that, they put bigger boxes in, so now there's fewer boxes. So the box that was just next door is now literally a hike down the street to get our mail.
Oh, I was going to say, because I don't think I know where your box is. I know where Shan's box is.
Wow.
Wow. Hey, baby.
That went south.
Yeah, it does.
No, so it used to literally be next door to the house next door. So in between, so it was our
Your
house,
side of the street.
our side of the street, and then just on the other side of the house next door, in between those two houses. And then it got moved like 5 houses down the street. So it's like, no, it's
so they
like,
consolidate it.
they
Like
yeah.
a 10-door box into like a 20-door box. But
Something
now
like that.
it's...
Yeah, plus they're more secure, so they can't like get into them with a crowbar or whatever it was. So.
Oh, yeah. Because that's a thing during the holidays, too. They're like, oh, Grandma's sending you checks and pulling shit out of your box.
Well, that was the thing is on Nextdoor, people would post pictures of the mailbox, and like the back of it would just be like the door like pried open, and then everybody's mail would be gone.
Which is funny because, well, my dad's had the metal box too, but you know
your dad has a metal box even up there.
Yeah,
they don't have individual mailboxes?
right at the front of McCourtney there.
Oh.
It's everyone on that
A shared
stretch is there's 2 or 3 metal boxes.
See, that goes against what I would think about rural living, which would be
right. Well, I was
1,000
say,
mailboxes in a row.
I was going to say, you know, I mean, that's probably somewhere in the mid-'90s when we got the metal boxes. But I mean, it used to be a row of the old country mailboxes with the red flag, and so I can only imagine. Although that's also before like the advent of the bulk of shipping. Stuff. That was mostly just mail stuff. I mean, you would get grandmas and family checks probably at the holidays and Christmas cards and whatnot, but
and
that
bills.
was probably such a small drop in the bucket that it probably wasn't worth the time of mailbox fee. It was probably more enjoyable to swing at bats at the mailboxes.
It's funny that you talk about that because at my parents' house in Fair Oaks, they had a regular mailbox on a post, right? And then someone kept hitting it, and they'd have to replace it. And then eventually what they did, they said, fuck it, and they put a new mailbox in and then built a rock thing around it so you couldn't do, and it stood like that forever. I don't know if it's still there or if they ever put a mailbox.
They had
metal box in there.
God, where was it? I think it was on Indian Springs somewhere. Because mailbox baseball was a thing. Like as a kid, I knew people were doing it, and it was a thing up until we got the metal mailboxes. But there was a guy on Indian Springs somewhere, and it made the union at some point because I think someone sued him. He had put a mailbox in front, like a stunt mailbox, like just
a stunt mailbox.
Well, I'll tell you where it's going. So it was a mailbox that looked real, just offset from his. So it wasn't like sandwiched. It was just kind of offset by maybe like 6 inches, right next to his mailbox.
Okay.
And he filled it with concrete. And someone playing mailbox baseball swung at it, and I think they broke a wrist, or the bat sprang back, and it smashed the window of the car from the recoil of hitting concrete.
Sure.
And I think he got sued. But that, it was like, I'm not just going to protect my box. This guy was like...
baiting people.
He was baiting someone to like, oh, it's a regular-looking mailbox, but he had filled it full of fucking concrete, and he's like, hit it. I dare you. And
I think that's fucking great. But
flag up and
that was years of fucking angry frustration over how many mailboxes did he probably replace.
Yeah, and someone used to come along and pull mailbox posts up out of the ground and like put them all along Indian Springs. So...
Not just destroying, but just yanking it out of the ground.
Pulling boxes up and the posts up out of the dirt and like setting them in the road in the middle of the night. It was a huge thing. My dad used to get so pissed about that.
What the hell? I mean, you think about that. It's just like you're just fucking with people, just for no other reason. Just
it's like,
to be
I can't get on the internet, so I might as well troll people by pulling their mailboxes.
I don't even know what the internet is. But...
Right? I don't know. Is that like Encarta? What's Encarta?
Yeah.
That's something I used like when I went over to Venus's house.
Encyclopedia Encarta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of those.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so we did you have fun? I enjoyed that.
Saturday. You are a bottomless whiskey pit.
I drank a lot of whiskey.
So we had a Saturday. We did a Zoom adult
semi sort of social distance.
Right. I mean, we had a couple of safe families that we knew were safe here in the garage, but you saw the table orientation.
Oh yeah.
You know,
we were spread out.
We're spread out ish. And then got hammered.
Well, the idea was we had this
simulate a bar.
Exactly. But we
bar
had this Zoom thing that we had scheduled, and that was on Saturday. And then we were like, well, if we do that, then we can do a show.
Right.
And it'll be the 101st show, and we'll do the Drinking 101 show.
Right.
And we were gonna get hammered, I guess.
Right.
And just drink on the show.
We got that part nailed.
Have a good time.
You did, yeah.
We never ever got set up for a show.
Right. So the theory was we would hang out with the homies, drinking, eating whatever we had, and shooting the shit with the homies. Like we were just.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. Zoom was stable for me.
Yeah.
I didn't have any. We had problems with multiple mics here in the small garage. Giving too much feedback.
Yep.
So that's
I feel like we just needed one person with the mic on, or one speaker,
and probably something like a bigger screen here so that we could see everybody.
Yeah.
Like one computer, one.
Like out to a display. We probably could use that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, shot the shit, but the intent was to like have fun with the homies, shoot the shit,
which we did.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, at some point, when the call wound down, which we fucking shot that one estimation in the hole. We're like, after about like an hour and a half, then we'll roll out the cart and we'll do our Sad Dad's Drunk 101 cast and fucking do it like totally hammered. And you're like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. And Mike's like, that sounds like fucking fun.
Yeah.
And then 2 to 3 hours into the call, and you 7/8 into a bottle of fucking Jack Daniels later.
Shan had some of it too, motherfucker.
Yeah, sure. Blame it on the wife. There was no way that either of us were going to wheel out the cart and be able to.
I don't think that we could have gotten all this equipment up and running, to be honest with you.
Probably not. The
classic was Shanna said, where did all the whiskey go? And I'm like,
honey,
we drank it. She goes, I only had 2 drinks. And I'm like thinking, yeah, you're full of shit. But then I was like, well, I just kept like filling my glass. It would get like, I don't know, half or less full, and I just put more in there. And I didn't realize how much I drank. I drank a lot. It was almost a whole bottle.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
That was good. Mike got hammered early, and him and Dragon stopped off and got a Jungle Bird.
Yeah.
And we got, I think Venus got a drink. I got a drink from Jungle Bird, and then we had some food. And if you had listened podcasts back when we got drinks, Venus got a drink from Lazy Dog.
Yeah.
And it was 1 small portioned, 2 very weak. Jungle Bird, which is on the grid in downtown Sacramento. Your takeaway drinks will be plenty powerful, and you will enjoy them. And Mike got hammered the fuck on, like, I think his 2 drinks.
Yeah.
And then I made him a Scoopy.
Yeah.
And he was 3 sheets to the wind within probably 30 minutes-ish.
You always know when Mike's a little inebriated because the volume.
Well, he fucking tells you.
Oh, and the volume goes way up.
Yeah, Dragon.
Yeah.
Hashtag hi, Dragon.
Yeah.
Dragon, I'm drunk. Guys, I'm drunk. There's a lot in this booze. Yeah, you don't have to guess. He'll tell you. He'll straight up tell you.
Yeah.
And then at some point, Venus came out after her 1 drink from Jungle Bird. She'd gone into the house. She'd come into the house. coming to the garage, and I'm sitting here finishing my food. I can't remember what conversation I was in on the Zoom call, and she's doing this, touching her lips. She's like, "My lips are numb now." And I'm like, "Fucking one?" Damn. I mean, I had a good drink. My drink was good too.
Yeah.
No complaints.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a small deviation here, if you're looking for good takeaway with good takeaway drinks, premium prices, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Jungle Bird will handle you the right way.
Yeah.
You will not walk away from getting a takeaway drink from Jungle Bird. You will not walk away pissed that you didn't get your money's worth.
Yeah.
You know, would you want a picture of it for the price you're probably going to pay? Well, fucking sure. Who wouldn't? But it is not going to be a light pour.
Yeah, no.
You're going to get your drink.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then we got through the call. Everybody's hammered. My daughter had come on at some point. Mike thinks he's a fucking scooter lord.
Yeah.
And so he's goofing off. Xander has a razor.
Well, he lives on two wheels a lot, so.
Right. So he
just thinks it's going to
he has
transfer
an
over.
affinity.
Uh-huh.
Xander has a scooter that has the it's got like some magnesium whatever
Sparking brake
things
thing.
in there that when you hit the brakes it just lights up a really bad case of pucker here in the state of California with all the fire hazards. But so we don't let him use it. And him and Piper were scootering up and down the thing. So he I hammered.
Uh-huh.
I'm ish. I'm different. Everyone's hammered. So we're trying to conduct this call.
I knew. As soon as I saw the scooters come out, I'm like, I fucking totally want to ride those things.
Why didn't you?
Because I was...
Oh, you couldn't...
I was more shit-faced than I realized, and I stood up and I went, nope.
Oh, yeah. I guess we knew that because at some point Shan broke her bracelet.
Yeah, her bracelet.
Was a bracelet from Melly.
Uh-huh.
Hashtag hi Melly. Hashtag Melly sells bracelets. We'll link to it in the description of the YouTube episode. So Shan breaks a bracelet, and Dragon and I go into like fucking Sherlock Holmes and Watson mode into like trying to find Shan all her little things.
I helped find a bunch of them.
But like we're in like plank mode looking underneath the freezer, and I hear you out of the corner going like, I ain't fucking getting down that low. No fucking way. And I went, yeah, he's hammered.
Yeah, no.
You change elevation and you'd be
Nope.
you'd be hurting.
Well, like I said, I was like, I want to write. And I got up and I'm like,
right. Dragon and I are like doing the Uber sleuthing to get all these things, these little beads, and Mike's out here fucking taking pictures of Dragon's ass and like putting them in hangouts. He's like, go get it.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. And then Dragon, I don't know if she could see straight or not. She's having me reach for shit. I'm like, that's a dead bug's carcass, not a bead from her bracelet. And we're all laughing. It was a good time.
That's a roly-poly. That's not a bead.
That's a dead roly-poly. You fucking, I'm not reaching in there for that. And she's like, oh, maybe. So Mike's got the scooters. Piper's got the scooters. And I think we're close to winding up the call. I think at that point Will may have dropped out.
Mm-hmm.
Jenna may have also. Hashtag hi Will, hashtag hi Jenna. And Mike rolls up and he's like, Phil, pink slips, let's race the scooters. And we have jokes about like whether or not I would take the pink slip to Dragon's car or whatnot. And then it was like fucking all right.
And there's no such thing as a pink slip for a scooter.
Pink slip
anyway.
for Razor. I mean, I own both pink slips technically to the Razor scooters he wants to pink slip me for.
Right.
So we roll out. Which scooter I get? I get the bitch scooter for my son, so it's undersized, but that's okay because I don't think Mike could. Well, but that was probably.
I don't think he could have ridden that one.
I mean, he did because I saw him busting out the spark, so I know he did. But
that's true.
I would not have handicapped Mike on the bitch scooter, so he had mine, and then we set up our course from like I don't know.
Down the street to
50,
the end of the
50,
court,
60 yards, and come back. It was a thing. And then Shan, she runs out, and so she's got her Zoom call, and she's recording it. And all you need to know is that somewhere after we started, I heard, he's so fast! And then I won.
Yeah.
And that's how
it wasn't even close.
Well, I'm not going to say that.
Oh, I will.
Because I love Mike.
Well, it wasn't close.
He'll-
Sorry,
he'll,
Mike.
He'll rematch me at some point.
I would like to see that rematch sober.
If it was
Although it was
on,
pretty damn funny.
if
when
it was
drunk.
on ice skates or rollerblades, I guarantee you I would have been fucked because I can't do either
Yeah.
at speed. Or I would have done it at speed all the way until the point where we had to turn around. In fact, I'm probably fucking myself seriously by giving him this idea. But if we had done it on rollerblades, I'd have gotten down to the water manhole cover, and I'd probably tried to make that turn with the amount of booze that I had in me, and I probably would have ended up in country club.
Possibly.
Just, no, ain't going to make this turn.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Good times.
That was fun.
It was
enjoyed that.
fucking amazing times.
So, but yeah, we got home and went, why is there only this much in the whiskey bottle? It was a brand new bottle. Whatever.
I don't know what happened.
But no harm, no foul. I didn't feel it.
Next day, you're fine.
Yeah.
Did you right to bed? You get home and you kind of like, fuck it.
Oh, I think we ate a bunch of shit and then we went to bed.
Did you?
I think it was like
Noms and pass out?
Yeah, 12:30 or something. I forget what we were eating, but pretzels and I think hummus and
yeah,
shit like that. Pretzels.
Well, I was
and
hungry
hummus.
too. I think I ate.
Yeah.
I ended up having chicken wings after everybody left. I mean,
Oh,
it
you
was
did? 11:20ish or so.
Yeah, I think we wrapped up before midnight. I walked into the house too, and I was like, I need food.
Oh yeah.
And then I ate food.
And I guzzled a bunch of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That too.
But yeah, that was fun.
It was good stuff.
I wish you guys could have all been there for that because we had a good time.
Yeah, I think
right here in the studio, no less.
Right. I was really intrigued with, after knowing that it was rough on the feedback at multiple points in time. Like, man, now we're really, because as far as I know, and I haven't had a chance yet, but if we were to rig this system up into here with this same setup with one camera, you can select what would have been this USB interface, and we would have eliminated the bolt. We would just had this, and we could have set up a couple mics, maybe just setting down. You turned it on when you wanted to talk, and then
I think
camera.
they're optimized to handle the mic and speaker set of one system. So when you have multiple, because we had like multiple laptops and phones,
right?
out.
But I'm saying if we were to set up just one, we could have had.
Oh yeah.
The mixer setup that Zoom is smart enough to recognize that you've got multiple inputs, so it would have picked up this USB input,
right?
And we literally could have done like our show, in independent mics. So we've got 4 inputs here,
right?
But 3 mics.
Yeah,
we could have at least had 3 mics on a table, and then with one of them passively on, and as people could have just walked up and like said shit into a mic.
Yeah.
Or just held it and like talked, and
that could have been disastrous.
Probably, although more dick jokes probably would have been made.
Oh man. Well, I mean, we used to go and do the West House all the time. I mean, not all the time, but enough. And it's like we haven't done any of that shit in months and months, so it's like that was like our kind of opportunity to like sort of get everybody together.
And when I think of how easy that was and how seamless, I mean, minus the feedback part.
Yeah.
It almost seems more doable than the amount of times we would go physically out.
It feels it feels more awkward when you're not around, but well, in my opinion, when we were talking about doing it, it was like, oh, this is going to be kind of rough. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then as you're doing it, it's sort of like, it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. It seemed like it was going to be awkward. It really wasn't.
Right.
But technical
having
stuff
not
aside.
really used Zoom in that capacity before.
Yeah.
The bulk of my teleconferencing stuff is really small time FaceTiming or God, I couldn't really tell you the last time I had like a multiple, like 3 or more teleconference. I just haven't
do it
run
weekly.
I just haven't run into it.
Yeah.
So for me, a lot of the problems that I have with conference calls, which I do daily, where you get the I talk, you talk, I'm talking on top of you, you're oh, wait, no, you go ahead. No, that didn't seem to really be too much of a problem. I had plenty of like give and take, ebb and flow conversations with Sarah, Will, and Jenna, and Jason and Jenny. Hashtag all of you. Without really like, oh wait, no, you go ahead.
There was a little bit, but not
not to the capacity where I run into serious frustrations with a conference call. I think being able to see too helps give you like a visual cue of like when someone like starts to do like the step onto the mic, like I'm getting ready to reply to a thing.
Yeah.
So you know to walk back.
I mean, there's some delay and stuff in there, so you're not getting full real time, but you know, that we still have, even in my meetings and stuff on Teams.
Steppings.
Yeah,
step-ons.
we get step-ons all the time.
Yeah.
It's because you hear a lull and like two people just happen to start talking at the same time. But, you know, that probably happens in regular meetings too. We just don't even really realize it.
Is anyone's balls the size of tennis balls? You're like,
wait, what?
What? That's
not even relevant.
Anyway, it's kind of creamy.
What Why did you just come in from the bathroom?
I'm infected.
You came in from the bathroom.
Did you wash your hands?
Said that.
You fucking tard. Not quite yet.
Oh.
Yeah, we.
Really?
Yeah.
We're at time?
Yeah.
All right.
Well.
Okay.
There's a cue. I wrote them down.
Oh, we have a cue card? So I'm being prompted to tell you to wear the mask.
Wash your ass.
Wash your hands.
Return the cart.
Do the kindness.
And register to vote.
Oh, God, yeah.
We got it.
Because they're written down.
Right.
We need a teleprompter.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's a lot of them now.
Right.
It's growing.
Yeah.
The list is growing.
I'm wearing the Hairtantula shirt.
Oh, yeah.
In case you tune into the YouTube episode to see what the merch
I was happy to see that you got the gray one.
I think it's crazy to realize that I'm wearing something that I designed.
Oh, I think it's cool.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Venus says she wants the Hairtantula, or do it when I'm naked. Coffee cup.
Oh, okay, cool.
She's like, I like the little things. I'm like, I don't know. That's Jim's idea with the pixel squares.
Well, the mugs got put together yesterday.
It's funny to see how, I mean, it's such a small thing.
Yeah.
But, like, when you think in the past, it's like, where would I get some of these? You have to, for, like, really kooky, you know, you're like Spencer Gifts. Now it's like, I come up with an idea that's really. I can make it.
Yeah.
And is it expensive? More than, like, going somewhere for, like, a $7.99 t-shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I literally drew this from an idea of our podcast and put it on a shirt, and now I'm wearing it.
Yeah.
Like, that's
awesome.
It's cool.
Yeah. And it looks good. It looks really good. Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, if you want to support the show, you can definitely go to our Teespring. Go to saddadsclub.net. There's a link for the SDCP gear store on the right side, and I think even in the middle, in the little description area, there's a link there too.
And there's also links in the YouTube episodes, as well as other informations on our social I put in the YouTube descriptions.
Yeah. And we have links in our Twitter feed all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. But if you want to support the show, that's really the only way to do it other than listening, and we appreciate that as well.
Because we don't have an OnlyFans.
We don't. No one wants to buy my underwear, so.
But if you do, you can send us email at
saddadsclubpodcast@gmail.com. Yeah.
There you go.
Or maybe you can buy a mug.
I swear to God, if we get.
You can buy a mug off the SCP gear store
and
then send it to me, and then we'll have Foo sweat in or put his.
Yeah. Would you like me to teabag your coffee mug before you drink out of your coffee mug?
Maybe we need an OnlyFans for that or something.
$5,000 to teabag your coffee mug.
Yeah.
Before you. Anyway. Oh my God. I hope my daughter doesn't skip it. Skip this one, Piper.
Just don't listen to the very end. Yeah.
I'll have to just tell her.
All right.
Anyway, we'll catch you next week.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.